If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how you doing today?
I'm okay. I've kind of been in a weird mood today. Like,
Is it fight time already?
Yes. I'm kind of there. Like,
yes.
I'm not.
I'm in a good mood. Well, I don't know if I'm in a good mood, but I'm not in a bad mood as I was this week. Has sucked.
See, I'm not really in a bad mood. I'm not in the right headspace today, and we have to go shopping after we're done, and that is the last thing I want to do today. But
I understand that one.
How are you?
Yeah, shopping sucks. I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Had a fantastic week.
Look at you go.
Like, I've been good. It's been good.
Good. Glad someone has had a good week.
Yeah, my week sucked.
I say that I had a good week. It's been fine. Just this last little bit has been annoying. Today is annoying, but
that's fair.
So yeah.
Well, I don't know. Okay, have y'all ever had those? Okay, Mage, I know you have your air fryer. Have you ever gotten the Tyson chicken patties?
No, I don't like. I've had it before. I've never bought them, but I'm not a big fan of them, so I never buy them.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, I've been eating. I've been having them for the past not a couple days, but just a little bit. And man, they have been really tasty.
I like the chicken tenders. They're breaded chicken tenders. I think those are good.
I haven't got those yet. I think that's next on the list. Is the breaded chicken tenders.
They're really easy to burn in the air fryer. I will say that.
Oh.
So my wife broke down and got us a little air fryer.
Yeah.
Yay!
Pretty handy little thing. Like,
I told you.
I kind of made fun of you guys the same way Finn did with Mages, but it's a pretty snazzy little thing.
Dude, it's
pretty good.
If you're just feeling really lazy, man, the air fryer is like a godsend.
Yeah,
you just throw something raw in there and it comes out cooked.
It's basically like a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
But not.
She made. I think she did chicken wings in it the other day. But
chicken wings are real easy to do on those.
Yeah, she got a smaller one that has the smaller basket. So she had to do, I think, 4 separate rounds of chicken wings to make them all fit. So that was kind of the only bad thing about it. But that's
see, I knew I was gonna like it, so I just got a big old one. There's a big old basket in there, and
just dedicated.
I can fit 4 of those chicken patties in there without them even touching.
And they have room for jumping jacks.
Yeah. My brother got me a bigger one for Christmas because the one I got was a smaller one from the Best Buy brand, which I think is Insignia or something. And I got that one because it was cheap. And then I fell in love with it, and so crap.
It wasn't me today.
Yay!
And so my brother, he bought me a new bigger one for Christmas because we all like them. We all like it.
Yeah, they're really. I was really not convinced that I was going to like it, and then I ended up really liking it. Because I figured if I bought a bigger one, then I could. If I didn't like it, I'd just resell it. But I ended up really liking it. So the other adulty thing that I did today is I got a new vacuum cleaner, and I got that That carpet cleaner thing you told me to get, Conan Jones, the one you get for your dogs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I put all that together today, and that vacuum cleaner really sucks. It's really good.
The good sucks.
Yeah,
it really sucks. It's awful.
yeah, and it was just man, I vacuumed just a little bit in my room, and I was just like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, it's amazing how much a good vacuum cleaner can just
I think my one before was just a little tiny one, and it was not very good, to be honest.
Yeah, it's we're still rocking the cheap $35 Walmart vacuum cleaner that we've had since 2016.
I bought this I bought it on Amazon. It was like a bristle it was like a bristle, and every time you buy one it saves a dog. So I was just yeah, I'll get that.
Fair enough.
And,
I've always wanted to get one of those Dyson vacuums just to see how much better they are from other vacuums, but I've never had the courage to spend that much money. I'm just
well, I dropped 100 on this one, so I mean it was.
Yeah, I mean I went and dropped like 60 or something on. I bought a vacuum last year or so, last couple of years ago, and it's really good. But it was still $60. It wasn't anything like a $200 Dyson vacuum. And the $60 vacuum is great. It works great, which makes me wonder how good are the Dyson vacuums? What's the difference between that and these?
So
I'm so curious, but I want to pop $200 to see. You know.
A little bit of shame in this next admission, but here we go anyway.
All right, let's hear it.
I broke down and made a TikTok account. So I've been watching TikToks. So I have yet to make anything. I have no desire to make a TikTok.
Man, we gotta see Conan Jones doing stupid TikTok dances now.
Yeah, no, so
yes.
That's not a thing, but I've just been watching because my wife had made one, so that's what she spends most of her time doing is watching TikToks.
Yeah.
So I was okay, she would always just send me ones. It was kind of a pain in the butt to open it up a link because it wanted to open the app. So I finally, I just made one. Anyway.
I don't even look at it. I don't even a couple people send me TikToks and I was I don't look at it.
Yeah. So
just know if you send me one, I probably won't look at it.
There've been a couple I wanted to send, but I was just they're just going to judge me for having a TikTok account. But
you are correct, sir.
But this lady was talking about her vacuum cleaner situation. I guess she had a Dyson, and it had run its course, and they were needing to replace it. And she had just started using her husband's shop vac, and she was just $50 at Home Depot for a decent shop vac, and it'll change your life. You've always got power. It doesn't matter what it is, what you're trying to clean up, hot, cold, solid, liquid, whatever it is, this thing will pick it up. I was I'm just going to get me a shop vac.
The problem is that shop vacs are short. So
yeah.
It's kind of hard to.
Well, they have wheels on them too, so you can drag it around with you.
Some do. Depends on which one you get.
Well, I imagine if you get a $50 one, I imagine it's going to have wheels on it.
You should get one with wheels on it. That's for sure. I've had shop vacs, and shop vacs are great. Don't get me wrong, they're great. But I can't see vacuuming with one. Yeah. I can see dusting with one, sucking up liquids with one, or you can do a lot with a shop vac. It's just vacuuming, I think, would be really not impossible, but difficult.
Yeah,
probably worked real well.
She said she had all of these special attachments that had the vacuum cleaner suction head with the little bristles that rotate, and I guess there are ways to make it happen. But
sounds good. You should do that, Conan.
Next time my vacuum cleaner breaks down, I'm just gonna buy me a shop vac. So,
hell yeah,
F it. Let's get this shop vac.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
Okay, so while I've been on recovery, I've been getting letters for recall stuff for my car.
Just got a letter. Just got a letter.
It's from Ford. But I've never actually taken it in to get fixed because I'm always busy. But this week, since I've been on recovery, it's like I actually have time. I can just go drop my car off and they can keep it all day and I'll have to worry about it. So got that scheduled, did the thing. I ended up missing the shuttle that they provide at the dealership. It ran at 7:30. I pulled into the parking lot at 7:33, and he said that the shuttle had already left. And I was like, "Of course it did." So,
but they had a shuttle to like take you back to your house or whatever.
Yeah, just to drive you back to your house for stuff like that. Because
you say like 7:30?
Yeah, 7:30 in the morning is when I had to drop it off.
Jesus, and the shuttle stops after that?
Well, it goes every 2.5 hours. So it starts at 7:30. Yeah. So it's,
okay, I understand now. I was like, what? Did they just like do it once and then you're done?
Yeah, he gets a full day's paycheck to do one trip that starts before anybody's actually there. But so since I missed the shuttle, I was like, I don't want to sit here for 2.5 hours to wait for him to come back. I'm just gonna get an Uber back to the house. So I got into Uber, and it's still tied to my old phone number. And whoever had my current number before me does not, or had an Uber account set up. So I can't log into my old one because I don't have the number for the two-factor authentication. And I can't start anything with my current number because it's still associated with that other guy's account. So I'm in this limbo of like trying to talk to tech support, so they're trying to email me and trying to set this up. In the meantime, I just got a Lyft home and just said screw it because I wasn't trying to deal with all that. And
Lyft's better anyway.
Yeah, but so I was like, how am I doing this? So they sent me an email back and said, hey, we need like your old number, like the email that was associated with your account, like a screenshot of your current phone with your number that's active on your phone.
Right.
And they need the first 6 digits of the credit card on file with my old account.
They need your firstborn son too?
Yeah, they need all of my social, the blood of my firstborn, a bag of toenails. So I responded to him with the stuff that I could do, but I was like, I don't have the credit card that was on file for that old account, and I can't log into the account to see what it was, because I haven't needed to Uber in a long time, and I just haven't been in the app because I haven't needed to. So now I tried today to try to call a person, and just because it's all just the automated robot responses, and I can't. I just want to talk to a real person. Give me someone like that. That stuff like that is so frustrating to me.
Just wait till we get intelligent AI so we can't tell the difference.
Yeah. That's what you want.
Future.
Yeah. Am I talking to a robot or a human? I don't know.
Most people at the tech support companies don't want to be there and don't want to talk to you anyway. So, I mean, kind of is what it is at that point.
And then the AI is always friendly. So it'd be perfect solution to that.
Yeah.
I'd still cuss out an AI. I don't care.
But the point is that you can do that and they won't care either. They'll take it in stride.
Solid points. All right.
Solid points.
Solid point. Just
you said point. Solid point.
Ballpoint.
You said something weird, and that's why I'm bringing it up.
Ballpoint pens.
You just need to clean out your earballs.
I did clean out my earballs.
Gross.
Clean them out with a bobby pin this morning.
Jesus Christ.
You're so gross.
Did you also puncture your eardrum while you're doing that?
No, it worked. Oh my god! Remember that first summer we lived together? I had that massive. Okay, this is a gross story. All right. So remember that first summer me and Cody Jones lived together. Okay, I had this massive earache on the right side of my ear. And then it got to the point where it was clogged and I couldn't hear anything. And it was just a buildup of wax. So they gave me, the people at the wellness center, the nurses, whatever, gave me this ear removal stuff. They were just like, set this in your ear, set it for like 10 minutes, spray it out, rinse and repeat until you can hear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So I do that. Still don't have anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go pick in there with like something I think I could work. And like I tried getting like the scraper thing from like Dollar or Walgreens, and it made my ear hurt worse. So I was just like, you know what would work? Because I remember my mom used to clean my ears out with it growing up, and it was just a good old fashioned bobby pin. So that's what I did. Was I got a bobby pin, and I was just like cleaning the inside out of my ear, and I eventually got like latched onto like a good part of it, pulled it out of my ear, could hear again, and it was like this. It was like the size. It was like the shape and size of a dime that I pulled out.
It's so disgusting. How do you let that build up like that?
I don't know. I mean, I was a dumb college kid.
I know one time when I was
like 20.
I know when I was like 10 or something, I had a real bad earache, and it turned out I had like a tick in my ear. It was awful.
Oh God! Oh no!
That's way worse than anything I've done. Oh,
that's not. But I didn't do anything. Like, how could I tell? How could I stop a tick from crawling in my ear?
Stop playing in the fields and rolling around in like dirt with the dogs.
Like, my dad was just like, "Let me look at your ear, son." Oh, and he got some tweezers and just pulled out a tick. Instant relief. So, but I think that's the worst thing that's ever come out of my ear. But that's it.
Our new segment. What's the worst thing in your ear? Oh,
that is
good
disgusting.
God!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I was also like 10 though. So, there it is.
So my fellas, because I've had a really, really bad week. This popcorn came in finally. I passed all of it out. And of course, there's like 300 things of popcorn. So I've messed up on a couple kids' orders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you would have thought that like I had cut somebody's arm off from it. And I got the rudest letter from a parent, and I was so mad. Because it didn't even start. It literally started off with, "To whom it may concern." Not
awesome.
Not like who it was going to.
Yeah.
You just wanted to give me that middle finger. I understand it. Okay.
I don't know who your band director is, but I'm going to write an angry letter to him.
Like I haven't been there for 3 years. I haven't been teaching you for 3 years, but. That started off Tuesday, and then it just like snowballed from there. My kids played like crap Monday and Tuesday, and I was just like, guys, contest season is here. I need y'all to give me more effort, please. And then it just
snowballed.
Wednesday was an okay day. Thursday was like. Or no, Wednesday sucked too, but I came home and took a depression nap on Wednesday, and I slept from 4 to 7. Almost missed raid for my World of Warcraft stuff. And but after that, then I was okay. Then Thursday was Thursday was okay. It was okay. And then Friday, man. This is like the pinnacle of stupid nonsense. We had to have a staff meeting after school on a 3-day weekend. Okay? Yeah. And I figured, it'd be just like, oh, hey, don't be dumb, blah, 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 do this, whatever. It was to incentivize the kids that are already doing the right thing to make the other bad kids do the right thing. And I'm sitting there. And we're rewarding kids for doing what they're supposed to be doing, and because the biggest thing was it was the person that suggested it was the caring student or teacher aide that is not even a real teacher but thinks she's like the superintendent, and I just cannot stand her. And we were there for 45 minutes after I could clock out.
Big oof.
Like, I didn't make it home until 4:30, and I was super mad. Like, anyway.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Well, good thing it's a 3-day weekend.
And the thing is, it could have been an email. Like, all the things I talked about could have been an email. And then they were sitting there just like, well, the old teacher that's a hard ass that I agree with practically everything he says isn't there because he's got he's waiting for his COVID test results back. But they were just like, well, he's not here, so we can actually like pass this with no fighting. And I was looking at them, and I was like, so we should focus on I think it's just that I was that bad kid in high school. I was the kid that was always getting in trouble, trying to just do like the stupidest things I could to get attention. And it was just because, I had an awful home life. My dad was an alcoholic, having parties every night, and I couldn't sleep. I had to sleep in the percussion closet during my second and third hours. Like, so it could be that I just like feel for the outcast kids like that. But it was really just making me mad how they were just like mad dogging these kids. And I was like, we're supposed to be educators. We're supposed to like the biggest thing they teach us in schools is not have a bias towards kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like every kid is equally as important, regardless if they're like the quote unquote good kid or if they're the bad kid. Every kid's important because every kid has a different story to them. Like the good kid, might have a stable home life, but the bad kid might be getting like hit by their parents or something, and they just don't say anything about it. So I don't know how to like voice it without like sounding like a D-bag about it, but it was really off-putting how they were just like not wanting to help the kids that are struggling anymore because they're just tired of it.
So they were wanting to create some sort of program to reward the kids that are doing the good stuff.
Yes, like it's like this weird like card thing where they can like get stamps on it to like do like, oh, you get a stamp, you don't have to do a homework assignment. Test exemption. You can have your phone for an hour. You can have a pop on Fridays for free. That kind of like basic incentive.
Silly positive reinforcement stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And while positive reinforcement's good, I don't think that is the way to make the kids that are already struggling do better, because I feel like they're going to see that and then they're just going to like resent the people that got it. I understand what they're trying to do with the incentive program, but it just seems like it's going to backfire.
Maybe. At least they're trying something. I don't really see what's wrong with that, though. Like, I mean, Fan, like you said, like some of those kids have rough home lives and everything else, and maybe that will give them incentive for school to be easier for them. But also, who knows? Hindsight's 20/20, right?
Yeah. And my baritone kid got in trouble. Like, I think the reason why this whole thing for this was because my baritone kid got in trouble with the two people that were talking about this incentive program the most. So But from my understanding, they were mute this part of it. I needed to explain this to you why, and I'm gonna forget about it later.
We're gonna time warp.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We can jump back into it.
Okay, so we took a little pause there to talk about some stuff because I didn't want to forget about it, and I just wanted them to understand the side of it before I went further with it. But basically, that whole meeting just could have been a email and not just a 45-minute fest of just
discussion and talk about it.
And, yeah, exactly. Like that's just so.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's my favorite week.
At the very least, do it as a Zoom call so I can mute you all.
Like, dude, like when we did our Zoom calls over the break, over like the COVID stuff, what I'd do is I would just say my webcam was broke, and then I would just have everything muted, my mic muted, and then just play like World of Warcraft. I didn't care. Like,
sorry, but my webcam's broke. You've been trying to talk to me this whole time? Wow.
No, I could still hear him. I could hear when my boss talked. That's the only one I cared about. I could hear when my boss talked. And if he was like, Mr. Fantasy, do you have anything to add? I'd be like, no, boss, I'm good. So.
Dude, I do that all the time.
Yeah. Anyways. Go ahead and jump into our topic one this week. Because Mage said he doesn't have a fail this week. So.
Yeah, the only thing remotely failish was this morning I was making biscuits and gravy. And I placed the spatula on the side of the pot and it flipped and hit the ground. And I was like, dang it.
See that? Even then, that's not even a stunt. That's
yeah.
just like, that's
it was just like,
come in here and lick this up. And then wash
dude, I made some bomb biscuits and gravy. It's so good.
Just
sad that the spatula fell on the ground before I could finish it.
That is a minor inconvenience.
So Conan's question for topic one is contest still a thing? And for now, yes, it is. We are registered for contest and solo and ensemble, and we go to solo and ensemble on February 26th, and we go to we go to district contest on March 3rd. So for now, it's a thing. Now, if we get shut down or something like that, or if that site gets shut down,
subject
I don't
to
know.
Change.
Then things change. But for now, it's contest season. I'm preparing for contest season like it's
gonna happen.
So I think it'll be good as long as my kids. I told them as long as they give me their best effort, I think we could do pretty good with it. But it's just gonna take a lot more effort than what some of them are giving me right now.
Yeah.
As is the way of kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like contest season goes, prepare for the worst and hope for the best, kind of a deal.
Yeah, that's literally what my boss told me.
Like I definitely just this morning I saw that Oklahoma has one of the highest COVID rates per
world
population in the world.
I think we're like ranked 4th.
Yeah, it's like 108 COVID cases per like 100,000 people or something like that. Like
we're a top 10 state, let me tell you.
It's freaking ridiculous is what it is. I actually just retweeted. I retweeted that. I was like, "Good job, Governor Stitt, you dumbass."
It's amazing how many people just blindly follow him. Like,
it's.
Oh, I retweeted the thing to him. Man, I was mad. Hope he reads it. Hope I get a bunch of likes.
Like, I got my COVID test this week, or COVID vaccine, since I'm a first responder. The health department was able to get it. I guess we have one of our child welfare nurses in Oklahoma County. They were able to get a group of people to come, a group of the nurses to come and set up shop at the Sequoia building and do COVID vaccines for.
Hey, that's where our girl used to work.
Yeah,
back in like the 90s before she retired. She used to be a food stamps coordinator.
Nice. So yeah, that was my first time actually going upstairs, because I've been down to the basement. That's where we had to get um, our badges made whenever I first started. But yeah, I just wasn't sure if there was any more information about contests that had been put out. I know last week you had said that contest time was kind of your stressful time, which is obvious.
Every band director's stressful time, but
yeah, especially since you don't do football in the fall.
Oof, thank God.
So you don't have to.
Well, I like this job. If I could get it to where I don't teach elementary music, I probably won't leave this job until they make me leave.
Stay there forever.
I really I remember the first time me and Conan talked about this, and we just the blah 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 town isn't you're not gonna retire there. And I was sitting there, I was just I might.
I might be able to be persuaded.
I might be able to be persuaded because I like it here. I think the kids respond well to me, and if I don't have to teach elementary music, I might.
And the only good thing about teaching elementary music is you know exactly where all of your kids are by the time they get to band in high school or middle school or whatever it is you guys actually call it.
I can't even teach music down there. I can't even be in my room still. I have to be in the auditorium where I can't bring any of my stuff in. I can't even bring my piano in there.
So what do you do?
I'm a glorified PE teacher.
We're gonna run for an hour, kids.
We just play different games.
I've seen PE teachers just do that. There's all right, this is the track, this is a walking day, and then a group of 3 coaches or whatever just sitting down watching these kids walk.
Oh, absolutely.
It was. I saw that more than once, and each time I'm just laughing my head off. I'm just God dang it.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, on a normal year, that's something that you can kind of do with them, but you just kind of know where they are by the time they get to band. Because I know, my deal with them, whenever I was doing it, was that everybody was always on a different level. It was never really worried about if they knew anything or paid attention. By the time they got to 5th grade, their teacher was just you're moving on to normal band next year, or you're done with music in general, so I really don't effing care. Get out of my life, get out of my room. And then they get to me because they're loner kids who don't know what else to do. They don't like playing sports. There was nothing else offered. The vocal music guy was a jackwagon, so I guess I'll go with Mr. Jones and go do band. And then they have no idea what was going on with anything, which I know is the point of being a teacher, but is also not the point of having elementary music and at least knowing a little bit of a foundation.
Right. The problem with a bunch of administration is they don't realize that band needs to be treated like any sport. The football team doesn't get football kids that know anything. They don't let those kids play.
Yeah, exactly.
Band, you have to let them play, or else it's worthless. But it's the same concept.
I keep talking. I gotta go take care of something.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's the same concept. Just go on. The football kids, they need to know the plays to play, and the band kid comes in, they don't know how to play, then that makes everything harder. Because the band is only as strong as their weakest link.
Yeah, because there's a fine line between not knowing how to play and not knowing any sort of music. If you're at least relatively competent in at least knowing about music, I can teach you how to play a clarinet. I can teach you all of this stuff, but if you already know the names of the notes on the staff, if you already know like, this is a quarter note, this is a whole note, I can get to clarinet way faster and not have to spend 3 months doing music theory.
Yeah, it's almost like you need like like a high school intro to music class if you're gonna have that. If they're gonna have people to dump off on you,
Yeah.
you know, just give me like an extra hour where we put those kids in like an intro to music, and then I'll get them started, and they can move into the band the next year if they want to, you know.
Yeah. And that's like right before I left, like the elementary music teacher that was doing it, she was also the assistant for the high school, and it was awesome because she knew exactly what they were like. She knew what we were doing in high school because she was doing it with us and all of that sort of stuff. So she kind of already knew, also being band mind or oriented and having that band mindset before teaching them as elementary school kids, like, just helped out across the board anyway. Because the lady who was there before was not band oriented and was just generic music, which is, I mean, not a bad thing, but not as helpful as it could be.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I'm just kind of talking in circles now.
Yeah.
But
I'm under the mindset that you need to treat elementary students like you would in the military and break them down completely and then build them up again.
you're not totally wrong. Like,
I'm mostly just joking, but they do need a lot of structure.
yeah. I mean, the way the immediate thing you think of when you said that is, military being physical discipline and all of that sort of stuff, which obviously isn't
the
the
make
case.
Them cry and then get a couple
yeah, get reprimanded by the school board and all of that sort of stuff.
You're not doing your job otherwise.
Yeah. To whom it may concern.
So, is this true that you let a 10-year-old run 20 laps because they couldn't make a buzz sound on their mouthpiece? Well, sir.
Man. I don't know if I ever told this story on here, but when I was, like, the only time I used physical, like, exertion discipline and exercise as a straight up discipline method, we were coming home from a football game and we were pulling into town, and at the end of a football game, late Friday night, early Saturday morning, how late it is, and somebody in the back of the bus starts chanting racial slurs like F the N and all this sort of stuff. And I'm just like, what in the world is going on? So, I'm hot because just not warranted in any fashion.
Yeah, that's not okay.
So as we're pulling into town, I call the other director on the other bus and said, hey, we're stopping over here at the football field. The boys are running some laps before anybody leaves, because this is what's happened. I'm not okay with it. This is what we're doing. Okay, thanks, bye. And
run or you're out of the band program.
I legitimately, like, I was hot. Like,
that's not okay in any fashion.
No, dude, I was on fire. And then all the parents were mad at me because of my baby angel was already late coming home, and then mean old Mr. Jones made him extra late and made him go run. And I'm just like,
look, this is what your kids did.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to tell them otherwise, then I will.
Yeah. And I had to explain the situation to the parents, to both principals, and it was it was an effing mess. Like, it was ridiculous.
Dude, I'm not discounting what you're saying, but I was looking at my right hand while you were saying it, and I have the biggest freaking scar on my ring finger. And for the life of me, I can't remember what happened for me to get this scar. Like,
I have no idea.
I have so many little tiny scars on my hand, and I don't know what I did to get them.
All right.
like you'd think I
Would at least
put my hand in
remember.
like a blender or something. Like there's so many little tiny scars. Like I just cut myself a couple times, you know. And it's like glinting off my windows, like the sunlight's glinting off my scars on the window, and I'm just looking at my hand. I was like, "What the hell did I do?
What is going on?"
what? Jesus! I have some issues, I guess. Like I'm listening to your story, I'm just like, man, I understand everything you're saying, but also, what the hell is wrong with my hand?
I can only think about what's wrong with my hand. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm not sure where Finn ran off to. You just want to jump to the second one, I guess?
Sure thing.
I couldn't really think of a whole lot game-wise. Like, is there anything coming out that you're excited for to get your hands on to play or anything like that?
Nothing that I've seen really stuck out to me. Well, I haven't actually looked, if I'm going to be honest. I do know they're making a new... actually, there is one. Sorry. They're making they're revamping Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which were one of my favorite Pokemon games, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
But actually, I am excited for one game. Ubisoft is coming out with an Indiana Jones game.
I heard the Bombcast talking about that yesterday, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Dude, I just saw the trailer and stuff. There wasn't any gameplay or anything like that. It was legit a reveal trailer. Like it was just showing Indiana Jones's taable, and then he picked up his hat and you saw the bullwhip and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, cool! It's Indiana Jones." So I know nothing about it, but I do love Indiana Jones. I wonder if Harrison Ford is going to voice act him.
They made it sound like it was not going to be a Harrison Ford deal.
Yeah, I don't know anything other than I saw the reveal trailer and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool."
All right, yeah. Sad. I don't know anything about it either. Like I just heard them kind of talking about it yesterday while I was out driving around, getting out of the house for a second. I know I pulled some up. Where did this list go? Oh, here it is. This was a list from Game Informer that I will put into the Discord. I should have probably done that earlier.
Did y'all already talk about God of War?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm excited for the new God of War game.
Okay, that was on this list as just God of War 2021. So
Yeah.
do they not have a subtitle for it yet?
I think it's like God of War Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
Ragnarok, yeah.
There you go. Okay, sidebar about that game though. Good lord, that thing is a masterpiece.
I'm so glad you like it. Because you were like, it's kind of hard to get into it after Spider-Man. But I'm glad that you're getting into it now.
Yeah, I actually finished the story the other day. God, what is wrong with my finger? Sorry.
I don't know. What's wrong with my hand? You know?
Yeah. Your hand and my finger are just jacked up right now. But yeah, I got done with the story, saw credits. I remember talking about his Kratos' arc as becoming a dad and going through all of that we talked about for Game of the Year back whenever, and didn't quite get it, since I never didn't see it. But holy crap, that's that whole arc was just...
Yeah, it's so heartwarming, man.
Yeah. So,
it's like,
that's...
oh, he's a daddy.
He's still kind of a dick. Like, I was getting
It's
real...
still Kratos.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I was getting real tired of Atreus there for a little bit. Because, like, after he got real angsty... And he's just like talking back with everything. I was like, man, I'm ready to watch Kratos like backhand this kid. Like,
keep in mind, the Child Protective Services or the DHS worker wants to see child abuse happen.
it's a video game.
Okay.
Also, spanking isn't technically abuse. It's just it's an easy way to go.
It was different times.
Different times.
Okay.
What was the thumb rule again? Like, as long as
the rule of thumb.
Can beat your wife with it or whatever.
Yeah, you can beat anybody.
I know that from Boondock Saints too.
Okay, I saw a commercial for Boondocks, like the cartoon, yesterday, and they're running a special like all day on Cartoon Network or Adult Swim on Monday for Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah. Oh my God, really?
That was
Boondocks on Martin Luther King Day.
See, that was my thought too. And it just seems very stereotypical.
Well, it's created by a black guy, but it's
no, it's not. It's excuse you. It's created. It's directed by a black woman, Regina King.
But I mean, it's literally about stereotypical black culture.
No, it's about being woke. Don't understand it.
They literally make fun of stereotypical black culture the entire cartoon.
You don't understand Huey Freeman. The character of Huey Freeman is very complex.
That's one character. The rest are all stereotypical.
Yes, he's the main character.
Why?
Okay. Can we change the subject because it's really great. Mage
I'm sorry, I'm triggering
really
you.
racist, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm not being racist. I'm saying that the Boondocks is a little racist.
Can't be. It's okay.
You can't be racist unless it's white people.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyway, so we were talking about just games that were coming out that you were excited for.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. I'm
excited for God of War. I'm excited for Destiny 2, Witch Queen. I'm excited to finally get a PS5.
Eventually.
God knows when that's going to be. I'm excited for the new Grand Theft Auto game whenever that comes out.
3 years.
I'm excited for the Ratchet and Clank game too. The new Ratchet and Clank game looks really good. Rift Apart.
Yeah.
That one I really do. I really like those games. Those games are like my childhood.
A lot of the lists that I was looking at, I didn't care for at all. Like a lot of
Halo Infinity, I don't care for it at all.
I'm excited to see what it is and see what it comes out to be.
I hope they updated the graphics, because man,
like. But then the rest of the stuff on here is stuff I've never heard of, or it's just like old games getting released to the Switch or stuff like that.
Apparently, remember Halo Infinite was supposed to be a launch title for the Xbox, correct?
Uh-huh.
It is now being released in fall of 2021.
Yeah, they pushed it way back.
Because it looked like Halo 3 graphics.
Yeah, that...
They did not do a good job at all.
But I would rather push it back and push it and hold it off now than
I
release it. Because what was that whole statement? A delayed game can eventually be good, but
I don't know, that hasn't been the case so far. It seems like every delayed game that's been delayed has just came out being dog crap. My most recent example being Cyberpunk.
They're coming out with a new Harvest Moon game? That should be cool. I like Harvest Moon. You build a farm. That's it. That's the whole game.
It's easy. Yeah.
You talk to people. It's basically Animal Crossing, but
I did like that new
more
Pokemon
farmy.
Snap that's coming out.
The what?
There's a new Pokemon Snap coming out April 30th. Did you ever play those games on Nintendo 64?
Dude, Pokemon Snap's awesome. There were so many like secrets and stuff in Pokemon Snap.
Like you just go and take pictures of Pokemon. It's like a rail shooter, but for taking pictures.
Yeah, but you also have to get Pokemon to do stuff, so you get extra points, and also
Yeah, like you like throw like the candies at them, or like.
But you also can get access to other areas if you get Pokemon to do stuff. Like that game was way more complex than I let it be.
Yeah, and I can't believe. Like now, like it's gonna be even more complex with it just being, I think like almost 20 years since the last Pokemon Snap game.
It's been a long time.
I don't know. It looks like it's. I was watching this trailer of it. It looked really good. I like Pokemon Snap. I'm probably gonna get it.
I remember playing it and thinking it was fun, and then not doing anything else with it after you play it once. Like after you get
after you get every single thing.
Yeah, like that was kind of it. Like there was no sort of replay because okay, I've got to make Magmar or whatever that guy's name was, like flip around by hitting him with the apple this time. Okay, click. Okay, yeah, Lapras comes out. 3, 2, 1, click. All right, and then it was kind of just over.
I mean, you can say that about any game though. At that point.
I mean, just the ones on rails and stuff like that. But I mean, Pokemon Snap was literally on a rail. But I don't.
I guess it just might not be for you because I really like the replay value of it.
Well, how far did you get in the game, Conan?
I'm pretty sure I beat it. I mean, it's been decades since I've played it, since I had a 64 that worked, but
I know that you get like new items as you progress in the game, and you can go back to the beginning and use those new items and get the Pokemon to do different stuff. And sometimes that like leads to like new areas and new locations.
Yeah, and I honestly don't remember. That's just kind of what I kind of remember off the top of my brain about how that worked for me, but who knows? Crickets.
Sorry, I started watching the trailer again for it, and it looked really good. But yeah, I think there's a lot of games that's, as long as they don't get pushed back again, I think I'm looking forward to. Like the biggest one is God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, I hope. Do they have a date or anything for that? Probably not.
It's probably holiday season.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, it's probably holiday season. They'd be dumb to do it any time sooner, just so they could get another whole get more PS5s in as many people's hands as they can.
The to be announced section of that list that you sent us looks pretty neat. They have you probably don't know, but Earth Defense Force is another game that's coming out, apparently. Earth Defense Force is ridiculous. Those games are so ridiculous.
Earth Defense Force?
Yeah, I don't guess I know what that is.
You are a soldier, and you're fighting these like alien bugs, and it's just everyone's like ridiculous in that game.
Okay.
Like I can't explain it really, but you just watch it. You're just like, what is going on?
That's a swing and a miss for me, boss.
It's a very niche game that I've seen people play that I really enjoyed it. Like you're like, I know you could do like a mech, like in a mech or something, with different weapons, but you can also be just like a regular human and just shoot things. It's just so ridiculous. Like I can't explain it. You're shooting giant bugs is what you're doing. You're killing a whole bunch of bugs that are also aliens that come from space.
All right, that is quite the sentence you strung together right there. So
it's that ridiculous of a game, but
There's also apparently a Lord of the Rings Gollum game coming out, where you play as Gollum the whole time.
I don't
know how I feel about that. That seems really boring.
Less of a walking sim. Like, I wonder if you can ride a giant eagle as Gollum.
All right, let's go move to Coach's Corner. Oh, we need a bumper music for this one.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find something.
We need some bumper music for it. Some like angry coaches yelling.
Well, just Mike Gundy saying, "I'm a man. I'm 30."
No, that's for the ghosties.
I'm a grown man.
Coach's Corner. We got our first match on Monday. We got our Rocket League at 10 o'clock in the morning because it's MLK Day. So our Overwatch match got rescheduled till February 9th that week. So we don't have our first Overwatch match yet. I think the Rocket League team's going to do pretty good. I don't know so much about the Overwatch team. So I've narrowed it down more and more to who I want on the team and stuff, or on the varsity team. And I explained to them, I was like, hey, if we have a varsity and a JV team, it doesn't mean that you're on that certain team forever. You could get pushed, you could get taken off on it if somebody's playing better than you. You could get taken off on it if you're just not performing as well. So it's
you go further and rank the JV. So the best player on the JV squad is an alternate to the varsity squad.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things. But
people getting butthurt about it.
I don't have that. No, they didn't seem to get butthurt about it. They just seemed to. I think we all understood it. I think I explained it to them nice and neat. But that's all I got for Coach's Corner this week. I'll have more for next week. I'll give you the scores on our matches and stuff. And
cool. When's your first match?
Obviously, Mage does not listen to a word I said.
Nope.
I said Monday at 10 a.m.
All right.
Okay, day.
I do not pay attention.
Can you share? Is there a spectator link for those?
I'm gonna stream it.
Really?
Yeah. I made a different streaming account for it and everything.
Oh, cool.
All right.
So, are you guys playing in your school? And they're just going to belong. Oh, that's neat.
For those games, do they have a coaching mode? Because I know with League, they have a spectator for tournament code and all that sort of stuff. But for normal 6-man teams when it's not a tournament,
we have a spectator mode. PC. Yeah, it got one in 2015.
What's your team called?
Just probably
my school's name.
Okay, just link it so that way we can see it.
Okay, hang on, let me find it. I'll just get the.
Is that a for us link, or are you sending that for everybody?
No, I'm sending it for you two.
Okay.
Sorry, listeners.
Well, because I was that kind of defeats the purpose of our whole not saying who we are. And it's hey, here's the stream for my school esports club that we just spent all this time avoiding talking about specifics.
No, I'm not giving it out to the public.
Okay.
If you would like to view Fantasy's esports team, just send them an email and ask
at lowscalegaming.
Link at lowscalegaming.
If you're friends with me on Facebook, I'll also be sharing it on there, so it's fine. And other than that, then if you're listening in Timbuktu, I'm sorry about you. Okay, all right. Let's go and jump into what we've been playing. All I've been doing is coming home from work and sleeping and playing World of Warcraft. So I don't have much to report on that one.
Whoop,
Go ahead, what about you?
I finished the story for God of War, so now I'm like doing all the side stuff.
Get the plat trophy.
Dude, the side stuff's cool too.
Side stuff is good. Like,
so
have you gone to fight the Valkyries yet?
I've done 2 Valkyries so far, 2 or 3.
Those ridiculous.
I got to the Fog Planet yesterday, or the Fog Realm, whatever the name of that place is.
Helheim?
No, it's one of the trials, not the volcano one.
Oh, okay.
Where like if you're in the fog, it slowly takes your health away and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's in Helheim.
No, it's not Helheim. It's something else.
I swear it's in Hell, but
yeah, Helheim is the frozen hellscape.
That's right. Okay.
But that whole concept is my straight up like worst nightmare. Like I hate that whole concept. Where
things just come at you in the fog.
Not so much even that, but that like impending doom. Like I have to do this real fast, or I'm gonna die, or you're just gonna waste all of your time you just put in collecting these resources and just die. Like just me personally, I that is my nightmare. Like I hate that myself.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it's a good part of the game then. You got what they wanted to get across.
But I'm gonna have to probably force myself to do it to get the armor set, because you have to have all of the items from that particular part of the realm to get that special armor set.
It's a rare part when a part of the game gives you so much anxiety, And
it's like it's really well done. I just it's a bugaboo I didn't know that I had, and I was playing it and I could just like feel myself tensing up and like I'm not about this. This is not a thing that I enjoy participating in.
Okay, Mage, what have you been playing?
So I actually played League for like the first time since November 17th. So it's been a long time since I played League. And I played 2 ranked games and won them both. Actually, I won every single game that I played that day, but I only played like 3. So
first time back in forever, go straight to ranked.
Hell yeah! No, I did ARAM first. Okay. And then ranked.
1 ARAM, straight to ranked.
that's exactly what I did. I did 1 ARAM and then straight to ranked. And won both my games. So, doesn't matter. Still got
the worst kind of person.
I didn't feed. Well, I didn't feed. I was good.
Glad you're having a good time on League. All right, let's go to jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
Finally getting my car recalls fixed. That was nice. So that's kind of the positive. I did get cleared to go back to work next week, so I will start my new gig on Tuesday since we are closed on Monday, but I will probably still go to the office and go in because none of my things got touched in my almost 3 weeks I've been gone. So
what you just said reminded me, I actually do have a fail of the week. It's really stupid, though.
Okay.
So I said that I was supposed to start school this Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was mistaken. School starts on the 19th. The campus opened Monday. And I misread it. So when Monday rolled around, I was all anxious. I was like, all right, let's do school again. And it's like, hey, this class starts on the 19th. Oh.
That's not going to fail then.
It wasn't really a fail, but it was just really kind of stupid on my end.
Oh, okay.
You silly Billy.
All right, Mage, what's your win of the week?
Dude, it's been a good week. So, for those that know me, I am addicted to soda. Like, hardcore. I don't go a day without it. And I finally decided to buck up and try.
It's like heroin to him.
I mean, it's not far off. Like, I definitely understand addiction because of it. But I've gone all week without a soda, and I think this is the longest I've been without a soda in years, like since middle school. Honestly,
see, I don't know. I just don't care for pop. Like,
well, okay, so I mean, look at like smoking cigarettes. I know that
I don't smoke either.
But I know that a lot of people do, and they can't quit no matter what the consequences are. It's kind of the same thing.
Because his wife was probably to divorce him because of it.
Conan has a high willpower.
He does. Proud of him.
And a support group that I haven't always had. You know? But either way, I'm proud of myself because I've gone all week. It's the longest I've gone without a soda, and I've gone all week. First 2 days were really rough, but since the third day, it's been a lot easier.
It's like digging holes in holes. They just know the...
Yeah,
to the third day.
It gets a lot easier after the third day.
The first day sucks, second day is the worst, and it gets better after the third day.
Yeah. And so I'm proud of myself. I've also lost 12 pounds since like December. It's honestly only been like 3 weeks. Like I've lost 12 pounds in like 3 weeks.
Good.
Which is awesome. So proud of myself.
All right. Well, my win this week is that new vacuum cleaner and the carpet cleaner that Conan suggested works really well. Like, I did like a little square space in my room that like I know the dogs haven't like pooped or peed on, and then still just like getting a whole bunch of like disgusting water coming back from it. I was just like, I'm about to do my whole floor like this. Because that was just gross.
I thought I had cleaned this. I had not cleaned this.
I thought I did a good job keeping my house clean. The carpet cleaner said that was a lie. So I'm getting ready to... I'm going to get ready to get back at that. My brother's been sweeping the kitchen. I'm going to go mop that with the Swiffer. And then go clean the living room. And then get vacuum the living room, and then start cleaning up with the vacuum or the carpet cleaner. Good investment though. Good job on that one, Conan Jones. Telling me to get that.
Is he AFK?
No, I think I made him mad.
Conan!
He muted himself.
Oh, okay. I've been talking to you guys this whole time. I didn't realize No, I've been responding like I don't know how long I've been muted, so
you didn't say anything about the cigarette thing, so I thought that's what made you mad. And then since then it was just like, oh, okay, Conan's mad.
Yeah. No, I guess I've just been muted. Okay.
What did you say to the cigarette thing?
I said thank you. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of comment about it, so
how hard was it to quit cigarettes?
Jesus Christ. Like,
because you also quit vaping now too, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't do anything for fun.
I mean, he has sex, so there's that. Yeah,
that's fair.
It's even been a while for that after my surgery, and then she's got some stuff going on. It's like
we should probably not be talking about you and JoJo Jones' sex life.
Get on your knees real quick.
Now it's a bit much. I think we might have crossed the line when it's me saying that we shouldn't be talking about something. But, oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways. Well, I'm just happy about the vacuum cleaner. Thank you for telling me that one to get. I got the exact model that you got. So
yeah.
It's really good. It's disgustingly good how it works.
So my one thought with that is if yours, I mean, because since you're moving, I don't know
I'm not moving anymore.
Oh, they're not selling your house anymore?
Not that I know of. They told me I don't have to move.
Okay. Well, I guess that. Never mind
That's
what
the
I was
reason
going to
why
say.
I bought that. That's the reason why I bought that was so I could keep the house clean.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, if you were moving, I wouldn't really steam clean the house before you leave and just do the new carpets in the new place before you move in. But since that's not the case, it doesn't really matter. So never mind.
It's a moot point.
Yeah.
So are you like a rent-to-own place now?
No, I don't know what I am. I'm just gonna keep paying. Hopefully, I don't have to move until like May. They tell me like you need to be out by the end of May. Perfectly fine with me. So that gets me to the end of the school year. But, all right.
Just straight up renting.
Yeah, I'm just straight up renting for now. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.